listen, this is my first video in my room. My
Yay!
room. I'm so excited. Well, it's not actually, it kind of is. I did have two people. We were sitting here chatting, but I haven't done one where Yaska Campbell. Where are you at right now?
Specifically in Aiken, South Carolina.
Aiken, South Carolina. So where the hell is that? Because a lot of people are going to ask.
Oh, great. So that is between Augusta, Georgia, right across the river between Augusta,
Augusta,
Georgia.
you doing the golf place, Augusta?
Yes, where the Masters are.
Got it. All right, cool.
I'm
And
about 30 minutes from there.
what do you do for a living?
I am a real estate agent. I'm licensed in Georgia and South Carolina.
So Georgia, South Carolina, that border. So we got the Florida Georgia line, you got the Georgia, South Carolina
Yep.
line.
Hmm.
Kind of like the music. We should start a group. We could do a
That's
group.
right. The Georgia, South Carolina.
Listen, so there is something very special about you because I have on the back of my shirt, I can't really turn it around, but it says born in a tavern, and you happen to be married to somebody that was born in a tavern. What did he do before he left the military?
Oh my gosh. So he was a aviation
Yes,
mechanic.
what's his title other than hubby?
What it was an aviation mechanic in the Marine Corps.
What was his favorite title of all of it?
I don't know.
What service was he in?
Oh, the Marines. He was in the Marine Corps.
The
Of course.
best title in the world.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, but Yaska, you are an Army soldier, right? Did
I
you just write house?
a little bit.
You do realize everybody you've referred me so far are Marines, right?
That is true. I don't know why. It just happens to be that way.
Well, listen, why don't you tell everybody how did we meet?
On Facebook, we met. I actually thought that Sam was another Sam Royer that I knew from the Army, and we had each other on Facebook for ages. And I thought he was this other Sam the
Oh,
whole
wait, so
time.
you're telling me there's two Sam Royers in the world? Because if there are, that's like trouble for the world.
There are Sam Royer.
Well, listen, so yes, we connected on Facebook. It was awesome. I love connecting with people that serve, and actually, I love connecting with people that are outgoing. And I could tell from a lot of your stuff, you're outgoing. Also, too, the fact that you serve, that's huge for me. Being a female in the military
Oh yeah.
anymore. I was married once before, and my former wife is a Marine veteran. So I saw firsthand what she went through a lot.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's tough, but you're a fighter. I could tell because we did. What did we do? Our first time out doing something in the community. What do we do?
We went around to a lot of the fire stations in the Augusta, Columbia County area. And we went and told them about the Helper Act that you helped to author.
Yeah,
So that was a great
that was
time.
awesome. We got to meet some firefighters.
Yes.
Everywhere we went. I heard the story when I went into the one firehouse and one firefighter there. I knew his dad, who's a sheriff in Pennsylvania. So,
No.
moral of the story is don't burn a bridge because you never know what state you may be in. Even though we were like backwoods Georgia, it literally was like he's like, how do you know my dad? So it was crazy. But yeah, so
Small world.
go ahead. I talk way too much. Go ahead.
Just no, never. No. It's a great thing. No, it was awesome. We gave them some snacks, got to meet them, hang out, saw a fire truck. That was pretty fun.
So let me ask you this question. What is it about you that, you can serve both South Carolina and Georgia? Hopefully this is going to go out to a lot of people. You got a 50-year-old Marine and you're like not even broke 30 yet. Soldier with a
Almost.
Marine husband, and you're like crushing it in real estate. What could they learn about you and why you want to serve your local communities, which I can lend in Georgia and South Carolina. So why do you want to serve those communities?
Oh my goodness. I just honestly, truly love helping my veterans, active duty military, first time buyers. I really do love like spreading the knowledge. It's not about numbers and money for me because a lot of people just don't know how easily attainable home ownership can be, especially with the VA loan. They don't know anything about the VA loan and how it can start building generational wealth for their family. So, I really love to help spread that knowledge to people, especially
So
my.
you got my throat tickled. I'm like, I got a cough. So you own two homes, right?
I own two homes. I do. Yep. And I'm
One plus two
29.
is four. Two plus two is four, but you own two homes.
Yeah.
And tell me
So,
about it. So who made you buy two different homes?
so when me and my husband got out of the military, we moved to Augusta, which he's from there. And
Okay.
both
You're
started kind of getting into real estate. I'm from Virginia originally.
got
Yeah.
it. Cool.
So we moved to Augusta and we were in an apartment and we were both kind of getting into real estate. And he was looking into it and he was like, you know what? Like, you should be a real estate agent and we should buy a house. And we were looking at the VA loan. And I was like, you know what? I should. We could do this. I ended up getting 100% disability. And
Okay.
we took that and we bought our first little starter home with it in Grovetown, Georgia. It's a little 3 bed, two
Are they
bath.
starter homes anymore? Because our homes like way too expensive. They're not starter anymore. They're like your forever home.
I feel like when we bought, they were definitely starters. Now, you might be in it for a little while, but hey, at least you have a home. At least you own something. And I think that's something to be proud of, big or small, you know. You still set yourself up for success in the future, building equity, and I think that's awesome.
Now, what is like the number one? Man, you really got my throat tickled.
I know
What
you need to get the water.
I did. Look, I don't drink. This is not vodka and anything. I'm a non-drinker.
Not
This is not
water.
severe. And I actually use Airborne all the time now. I don't know why I got stuck on Airborne. It's like
Oh
vitamin
my
C, so you
God.
don't get sick. But what's like the number one thing? So you're a younger veteran. You know, there's a lot of service members in their 20s. I should have done a lot more differently, but what would you say your number one mistake was buying your first house, and what's your like most favorite thing about buying your first house?
Oh gosh. My number one mistake was definitely just kind of going into it too fast. I
Yeah,
didn't ask my real estate agent a lot of questions. And we just kind of,
that's why you have the real estate to take their job, huh? I got it.
right. Because they're not all in it for, the right reasons. They just want to make a sale. And so there's a lot of things that I wish I had asked or checked for. I had no idea to check on the age of the HVAC and the roof and like all of these things. And that, there's no maintenance to call. Can get a home warranty, but if something
Yeah.
breaks, you gotta fix it. But honestly, I think other than that, like I said, there are ways like home warranties to where owning a house can be just like renting, except for it's your own. My favorite thing about it is just being able to make it my own. Like I can put stuff on the walls, I can tear a wall out, I can put a
Well,
wall
you don't believe
in.
me, you got one picture in the back of you. You very clean walls. I got stuff all over.
Well, see, and that's what my problem is my ADHD paralysis is where I want to put things on the walls, but then I'm like, well, what if I don't like it? And I change my mind. So my goal this
Let
year
me
is to
ask
put more
you,
things on my walls.
I'm going to switch this because we didn't really plan for this. We're doing this very impromptu,
Very.
which is cool because it's fun when you can just jump in and try and talk to somebody. You know, this might be a little bit longer because it is our first one. And I'm trying my technology out. I feel like I'm blurry as heck, or I'm just getting old.
So you got a
Um,
little blurry for a second. It's okay. My screen's like brightening and dark. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
but I guess, you know, because we don't want to keep it too long, why would somebody call Yaska in Georgia or South Carolina? And hold on, I know you're in kind of a condensed area right by the border. What if somebody wanted to buy in, I don't know, like Rock Hill, that's northern South Carolina, or let's say down in, I'm trying to think of somewhere southern Georgia, like Kings Bay, Georgia, where there's a Navy
Yeah.
base. What do they do?
Well, Well, the cool thing about being a real estate agent is also making connections. So I have connections everywhere in Georgia and South Carolina to other real estate agents, that I also personally vet myself. I don't just send people to anyone, So we would do what's called a referral. So if it's somewhere that's out of my service area, I'm not going to pretend like I know the area just to make a sale on the house. That's not what I do. What I'll do is I'll send them to somebody that lives in that area, that is knowledgeable in that area for what they're looking for, and they can help them find a home. And hopefully give them the same type of level of care that I would. That's always my goal. All of my referral agents that I work with have the same work ethic that I do. So,
Awesome. So you kind of vet them beforehand.
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then, I don't know. I think for me, when I'm saying like why you should work with me, I think I'm very good at relating to younger and older. I think I'm very good at just like adapting to people's vibes and helping them. And I'm also, like I said, I'm all about sharing the knowledge. I tell my clients all the time. You can ask me all the questions. I will answer them. There are no dumb questions to me when it comes to real estate. I'm also very personable. I like to think, I try not to be intimidating. I'm not wearing like a full blazer suit and heels and trying to selling sunset everybody. I'm just me.
Somebody goes in full blazer and heels. Like, that's interesting. So,
You'd be surprised. I mean, there's, looking professional and when the time it comes, then I will, but I just like people to feel comfortable around me. I want like 90% of my clients have become my friends. I have them on Facebook. Like like I think that's awesome. I still am here to help. I actually on a meeting I heard today, I heard our like assistant brokers say that, real estate agents, our job ends after the deal is closed. And I was thinking about that and I was like, you know what? People really need to pick real estate agents that don't think that way. Because
yeah.
for me, once the deal is closed, like, yes, my job is done. But I always tell my clients if they need anything to text me, if they have any questions, because I know right after you close, it can be kind of scary. You're going into this new home and you're getting, mail and calls and all this thing, and you have no idea, what to do or
This
something
is
happened.
you get all that mail. We can refinance you 2 seconds later.
Oh my gosh, as soon as you close on the house, they're like, "Hey, you want a new loan?" You're like, "Wait a minute, what?"
So Yaska, as an old man, I can give you a very good point because figure you said you're going to hit 30 in like 4 years, but
Next year.
so 21 years now. If I went back 21 years, because I've been doing this 29 years,
Yeah.
this has been a lot. Here's the thing: is that if you stay in contact with your people and you treat them well, they
Yep.
come back no matter where you're at. And my biggest mistake in my career is I was horrible at databasing. As much as I love the program called ACT, which some people might still
Yeah.
remember, but I loved it back in the day. And then like 2017, for some reason, I lost like my flavor in it. And I used to always stay in contact with people. I actually got audited by the IRS because I sent out a postcard of me and my 2 kids, and I had the picture somewhere around here. And it literally didn't have my company name on it. So they're like, oh, well, that's on a business expense. They said, but I'm in the people business. And when I send a picture of me and 2 kids as a single dad to them, they said, they're buying my family and me as a human being. And they actually let it go. It was like $1,000 for all these Christmas
Wow.
cards. But the funny thing is, if I can give anybody, youthful especially, when you get client number one, remember them when you hit client number 100 because number one will give you two, will give you three.
Yep.
And it's people talk about the pyramid scheme. Well, you're filling your pyramid up with people, but if you treat them and show them, because I'll have people reach out to me and they're like, I don't know if you remember me. And that actually, to me, I get really hurt for myself being stupid that I should remember and I should have them. And so I do apologize, everybody out there, if you're listening to this. Sam was horrible at that. I'm great at numbers. At keeping
I'm working
people.
on it. I recently am updating my CRM too because I too try to keep in touch with my clients at least every couple of months or birthdays or, just little
The
things like
crazy thing
that.
is, you don't have to make it complicated either. You could just have like name, address, phone number, and birthday, right? And kids' names, stuff like that.
Yep.
But all right. So real quick, because we're gonna leave with this, I'm gonna try and figure out since I'm gonna do more of these. I got to figure out like certain questions I always ask. As a new agent, what's the number one thing you would not do again? and what's the number one thing you're excited to do? And we'll leave with those two things. So what's one thing you wouldn't do again starting up in this industry?
I would not just join a brokerage for the sake of joining it. I would definitely do more research next time.
Okay.
Um, because you definitely want to make sure that you're in the right place, getting the right training, the right tools, being around the right people.
You're
Um,
surrounding yourself with the right people. I know what you're talking about. Because you did share, and that's what I appreciated about you. As much as I drove up there, you, myself, oh my gosh, why her name slipped my head? She's gonna
oh,
punch me.
Delanette.
We drove around, got to know each other a little bit, talked about our families. And, you told me a story that there was some negativity in your world when you started out. So it is very important
Yeah.
to find the essence match of who you're going to partner with because, look, you're making those individuals income as well. So you
Yep.
want them to be for your greater good too.
Yep.
And, all right, what's the one thing that we're going to leave with that you're most excited about the future? Other than working and having your husband Marine, and now you got a lender Marine. Like you got Marines galore. So
All
what
over
what?
the place. I know my dad's a Marine. He's a retired Marine. All of you guys.
So
I think I'm really excited in my real estate career mostly to eventually like be more financially free to spend more time with my family. I think that's what I'm excited about and to help more military families as they learn more about the VA loan. I think that is the most exciting part for me is teaching people how to use it correctly.
and I don't know if you remember talking about this, but the one thing I would say about both of us, sometimes people make the decision to use other people, and it's okay, it happens,
Mhm.
right? But we're always open because at the end of the day, we put our heads on the pillow at night to feel better about what we've done in our lives every day to make the world a better place. So if you have a
Mhm.
question, reach out to Yaska, reach out to myself.
Oh
She's
yeah.
South Carolina and Georgia. I
I
can do
will
those states
answer.
in
Open book.
Florida. I come up. We're gonna have a lot of trips. She's coming down, bringing her family to Disney. So my wife's gonna
That is
give
the
the whole
plan.
business like that. But yeah, so we're really looking forward to serving others. And if you need
Absolutely.
anything, high five. I don't know. We can't do it in the middle, but bam,
Bam.
and we will leave. I call this Sam Talk. This is my first one, so
I love it.
congratulations.
New podcast.
I don't know if it's a podcast, but it is fun. It's much easier than I
It is.
thought it would be.
It's
Now watch when I
awesome.
turn the play back, it's gonna be like the McDonald's drive-through, which
A
I've
little
been for
robot.
years.
No, that's
Anyway, reach out to
100%.
us. I'll put up a screen of her contact information at the end, and
Absolutely.
definitely thanks for joining on.
Thank you, Sam. That was lovely.
Talk to you later.